Okay. Alright, I'm back. And we're going to try this with a keyframe interval of 2. Because Streamlabs had my keyframe interval set to 0, which means auto. So it was just deciding to be garbage, theoretically. Let's see, let me get this set back up. Are you kidding me? What, why? Why are you shooting at me while I'm trying to mess with my settings? I've been getting this message in YouTube Studio for months, and I never knew what to do about it. And now you've got to be a bother. Alright, are we done? Are we done being jerks? Okay, thank you. Anyways. Keyframe encoder set to 0 whenever it needs to be set to 2. Isn't that just glorious? Doesn't that just give you the fuzzies? Okay. And then delete the old stream. Yes. Marvelous. Alright. So, if I go into control room now, is it still complaining about keyframes not being sent often enough? It better not. Because I'll give it such a pinch. Okay. Know where these PMCs rotated to the left, or if they're just still back over there, but hit by the grenade. That was way too far in for an ADS. Oop. Alright, I'm already Alt F4ing. This is a great start. Fantastic. Start off with YouTube being a dickwad. And now Tarkov is being a dickwad. I just want to sell things on the flea market, man. I am tired of only having 12 million. I have not made it above 15 million yet this wipe. Yet since 1.0, yes. What's up, Ruben? How you doing, bud? You remember me? Afraid not, bud. Afraid not. Did you have a name change at some point, or you always had the name Ruben? I forget a lot of people's names. I've met thousands and thousands of people in the past couple of years. It's been... Yeah. You know, that there's a number. I don't remember what the number's called. I'd have to look it up. What is... Actually, we'll Google it real quick. Let's take a snaz at it real quick, shall we? What is the name of the number of the maximum number of people that you can know at one time?
It's called Dunbar's number, which is about 150,
Right.
representing the maximum number of stable social relationships a person can maintain. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar proposed this, although recent studies question its strictness.
It's often described as the number of people you could know well enough to join for a drink uninvited. Basically, it's impossible to know. I think the last time I saw that number quoted, it was 300-something people was the maximum number of names and faces you can remember. So yeah, That's been blown all the way out. C. Old Paul Rom Arma 3 server. Old pal from Arma 3. AEOG. Probably AEOG with Rafal Moy Alexa. Yeah, man, that was, oh gosh. How long ago was that been? That hadn't been that long ago. It's just been, what, 2015, 2016? Just about. It's good to see you again, bud. My mother just texted me. Yeah, hell, whenever I was playing AEOG, I was living in the apartment back then. Uh, let's see, we had a base on the South Beach by Kaminka. We had a base up on Pizkalavka. One down by the lighthouse, I think the first wipe I ever played. No, because the first wipe I played, I had a one-story base by Verisnik that I shaped like a dick. And then the base by the lighthouse whenever I actually tried to like create a clan, and that got blown apart because we kept getting shot at by the guys up the mountain, up the Pizkalavka mountain. Yeah, I don't know, we just kept getting raided, and it just it's really hard. It was really hard to play and stream that game because streaming inside the base was a recipe for disaster, and the mods didn't, you know, have enough evidence to enforce the no stream sniping rule. So it was a good game though. God, I loved AEG. I found a couple of other servers like that since, like Finders Keepers obviously was one of them, but there was another one that I played on recently. I don't remember. All I know is the zombies were not frequent enough. That was one of my main complaints about it, is they just did not have the zombies turned up enough. And ever since I played on AEOG, every other server lacks in terms of the modification to the map structure. Because, you know, AEOG had the Northeast Airfield, and it had the Sector X and the Zombie Island, and that was just really cool additions to the map that made it feel better than base Chernaris. But then every other map, nobody has taken that amount of time to, which I don't blame them, because I'm sure it's a difficult process. But nobody else really has the map development that AEOG had. So it's one of those situations where you play on one, you play on them all. If you were not playing on an AEOG-like server. That sucks that that fucking server got shut down. Unfortunate sitch. Fought against the German guys? So which base location were we at when we played? I don't know, I've got the playlist buried in my playlists that never gets watched of, oof, 2 good items. Of what was it, the Dark Skies clan, or whatever it was we were. Where pretty much just streamed all of the gameplay from an entire wipe. Caps and wires are both good. I think cords are only valuable if you split them up into wires. I don't know, that fluctuates. For some reason, that fluctuates. And then electronic parts, I think that's just needed for a trade. Let's see. wipe after the lighthouse base, like we were best clan at the moment, that would have been, we had the base down by the northeast corner. Like across from Sector X. Not northeast corner, southeast corner. Just across from Sector X. Or no, that would have been the zombie island. It would have been in the northwest corner? It had to have been because whenever we would fight at the base, we would respawn at the town just to the west and then like Bambi quad back. Yep, we got stream sniped and the fucking guys that raided the base raided exactly the correct path to get to the flag. I remember that. One of them situations. Is that a poster now? Major DV was the guy's name. Guy on our team or a guy that raided us? Alright, I'm gonna have to be careful on the second floor, too, because every time I've seen Killa, it's been on the second floor. I don't know what they did to his spawn pattern. He used to be pretty predictable with where he would be. But ever since they gave him like 100 more spawn locations to try and beat people that were doing the Stylish One quest line, back whenever that was a thing, it's made him annoyingly difficult to keep track of. I do not want to carry the motor out. I seriously doubt that that 2x2 item is going to have more value than some of the ones I can find. Like this one, obviously, capacitors. That's a big grab. I did not have any incandescent bulbs to check to see what the value was. I'm going to hit Rasmussen before I go to Tech Light. Have to go now. Good luck with Tarkov. Maybe I'll join another time. Alright, bud. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you again. Brings back memories. Fucking Arma 3, dude. That was a good time. Grab. Thank you. Relays. Big money. Oh, this is a terrible spot to do this. Come on, man. Why am I doing this? That's this dude just giving me all Christmas presents. Okay. Another relay. Scamper up here right quick like. This is the most likely place to meet Killa is right here in this store. In my persperience. And what's strange is that he usually runs up from the first floor. As if going into this building, into this little like store here is a trigger for him to spawn or to run up here. Like he magically becomes aware that you're in the store. I don't remember how much PSUs are, and I know it's a 2x2, but I feel like those were really valuable because of the generator upgrade and the Bitcoin farm upgrade. Okay, dude didn't want the smoke. There's a chance that was Killa. Okay, it wasn't, but... Guessing the other guy's in that store right there. Oh, I got a chance. Don't need any of that. Just noticed this incandescent bulb here. Oh, man. I'll take both of those, because I know I'm going to wind up needing them before I can get out. I don't even know why I'm checking this. Is that a fact? Think I'm good. Might not be a killer on this side of the building. Maybe he's over there in IKEA. There you are. Thought you walked to the right. Something that's rather much humorous about the game as it stands now is that BSG, I couldn't remember the name of the developer. Ha! Battlestate did set Battlestate set the spawn rate of rammed cards to be lower and significantly raised their price to reflect the AI race-induced RAM shortage that everyone is dealing with right now. So that's fun. It's now a purple item instead of I think it was a blue item. Goes for 525 smackaroos to Peacekeeper. Laser? Do lasers mean nothing? My laser was pointed at his face and I was firing. Where are you, dude? There you are. Just wasting ammo trying to hit that guy. Laser wasn't lasing. Ooh, big. What is that? I'll take it. It's a 45 cal suppressor. Huh. It's a big flashlight. I like having those. The Boulder Pro is my favorite flashlight. Prime position to get shot by Killa from 4 different directions. Who said that? You did. He even had a bloodstain on the front of his hat, and he was still running. This is super scav. What is that? Huh. Okay, we'll be taking that. This guy was looted up. Maybe not. Alright. Off to idea. Loot that little office, that little restaurant, and then skedaddle on to what I am assuming is going to be railway. Yeah. What's my weight looking right now? I can regenerate still. Can't regenerate after 50. Need to make sure that this cell is not blocked so I can reload and not drop my drum. So the problem I've been having over here is once I get inside of that restaurant area, PMCs always come up the escalator. Still can't rule out the possibility of Killa creeping about. Because for all the times I've seen him at Tech Light, I've also seen... Wait for them to throw their grenade. They didn't throw a grenade. It was weird. Huh. Well, normally, like, normally they come from the escalator, but what I was saying was that I have seen Killa once right there by that generator. That's got to be that other PMC. It is. Got him with the grenade. Glorious. Alright, give me your tag. And shut up. What'd you find? Ammo, ammo, ammo. Huh. I'm not bothering with that. Oh, give me back my grenades, by the way. Your buddy was all looted up, and you've got a beta too. Surely you've got some stuff on you. Yeah, the Taz for his quest. Okay. Which is funny because the bot's doing quests. Well, I thought it was hilarious. Okay. If I don't find a graphics card in this PC, I'm calling my gosh. If I don't find a graphics card in this PC right now, I'm going outside. Saw that ledge, thought it was somebody. Just grabbed me by the knee and shook me. Alright, now is the time whenever I consume the peas. As well as the juice. Of the apple variety. Because now I'm starting to constrict where that drum can sit. Okay. 3 more PCs to loot. Still no killing by some grievous mischance. Looks like the spot that drum is supposed to sit into whenever I reload is going to get taken up no matter what. That's a big grab! That'll replace the ammo that I've used and then some. What is that? D-E... Huh. Never noticed that pot there before. Curious. Requisite peas again. I'm fine for now. 9mm ammo? PST ammo. Alright. That's it. Going home. After I check the scav. Who's missing his weapon, so he probably doesn't have anything of value in his backpack. Nope. Alright, well that was easy. I'd say one thing I haven't seen yet is Santa Claus. Which causes me to question whether or not he only spawns on limited maps. Like maybe he can't spawn on interchange. How am I overweight? What's the deal there? I mean, there. If I throw... Now do I regenerate stamina while walking because I threw away the flashlight? No? Okay. So I'm just not going to regenerate stamina is what I'm understanding. How about I just bust an SJ6 right quick and you shush it? Yeah, now I'm regenerating stamina while walking. I'm huge. Like maybe he spawns on the same schedule that Partisan does, where he would not spawn on Interchange because there's too much of the map that's indoors, kind of a situation. But he'd spawn woods and customs and places where there's a good balance of indoor to outdoor, or in the case of woods, pretty much always outdoor. That sway on my arms was interesting. Imagine if Killer could spawn outside the building. Oh my gosh, that would be awful. Absolutely dreadmus. Really? For what? Why can't I move? It took 5 business days to stand the fuck up and get going again. Makes me want to spit. All right. This is the trail mix that my mother made. It is so good. It's Chex Mix, Cheerios, pretzels, and Cheez-Its. She baked in a roasting pan in the oven with Worcestershire sauce. It's simply, it can't be described. It's just too good to be true. I've had 2 bowls of it in the past couple days. Like, every time I go over there and get more, I just come back and I run out immediately. I don't think Cordura is going to sell for much. Okay, that's all the stuff we're selling. Which I suppose I could probably arrange a bit better. Because I'm not going to sell it now. I'm going to do another raid and then heap all of the spoilage together from that. And then sell. Sell every 2 raids. Okay. Give me another SJ6. Big. Dog tags that I can hopefully use to sell for an eye case. I think the scav sculpture is just Gabbro. I don't think it's actually good. Oh, I forgot I have this. All right. Now for something I'll bet didn't expect. A scav run. I never do scav runs. Scav runs are annoying. However, I would like to at least wait. I finished something for. Oh yeah, elimination. Wait, I really need another smoke grenade. Anyway, I came in here so that I could look at Fence's missions and see what he has. What is the question? Eliminate PMCs on streets? No, I'm not going to streets. What are you what? I'm not going to streets? I'll go interchange. My rep with Fence was fine. Until I wound up doing a scav raid with Zenith. And I killed 3 PMCs, but I killed a scav who looked like a PMC from a distance in the midst of a feverish firefight. And I wound up having to kill 3 scavs to get out alive. So yeah, less than ideal. Not exactly a fun-filled time for the whole family. Hmm. Uh-huh. What? Uh. Man, why is it taking this long to load? What is happening? Do I not need to do scav runs anymore? Like, I could have been doing anything else. I could have done 3 interchange runs by now. Like I'm running out of I'm running out of humorousness here to look up on Reddit. The AI generated buffoonery, the strawberry diaper cats are starting to run out. Strawberry diaper cat is so freaking funny, dude. Until it isn't. What? Okay, all right. Anyways, what? There and then there and where am I? I'm at a flare extract. What map was I on again? Interchange? Interchange. Ow! I have both Immercom and Railway. That's fun. Azucar. Do I have a backpack? I do have a very small backpack. Who are you?
Ха, ну чё, нормально?
You're scavs. Okay, you're both scavs. Alright, I couldn't tell with that Momax on. I thought I was... Thought I was lagging or something. Anyways. Moving right along. There's not a whole lot I'm going to be able to do with this backpack, like, really. I'm going to have to wait until, PMCs come along and bonk my associates here so that I can get a decent bag. Of course, there are some armor spawns in this area, and there's nothing saying there won't be a backpack spawn as well. What's that? Okay. No guarantee there won't be a backpack as well. You just never can tell with bees. Two spark plugs. Okay. Mm-hmm. No. Not taking that. You're stupid. Vodka. Not taking that either. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sing it. Take that since I don't have a bandage. I don't think car med kits can deal with heavy bleeds. I think it's specifically just lights. Also, there's the knackle. Yeah, it only stops light bleeds. Alright, I'm full. Grand. So now I have to try to find PMCs so I can get a decent bag. Yep. Alright. Hey. A helmet for me. Excellent. Where is this? Huh? Oh, this is the place where you have to go across the little bridge. Man, I got to find PMC. Like, this bag is not going to be enough. BP. Okay. See, this is why I don't like scav runs, because the scavs are always just so... They don't have... It just doesn't sing, is what I'm saying. It just doesn't sing. I've already looted that over there. Whatever. Alright, well now I know where the flare extract for this place is. It's over there. Alright, how do you get back across? I think it's right here. Yeah. And I'm using sports rounds, so I've got to aim for all of the appendages and not for anything preferable to aim at. This is going to stop you? You can't pick your foot up. You have to... okay. Oh my gosh, there's another one shaped exactly the same. Here, let me go this way. There we go. Strategizing. Okay. Assuming there's not going to be anything in here, but you got to check just in case of thermals. Okay. Of course, I think you can also have bags spawn in weapons cases. Not that kind, but the green kind. Yes, yes, you can. You can also have vests spawn in it. I've seen that repeatedly on Shoreline. It's always so deflating whenever you get something like that spawning in a weapons case, because... I don't know. Just doesn't... It just doesn't sing. Now, Killa will kill me if he sees me, even though I'm a Scabby Waverton. And the bad part is I can't shoot back. Helix. Capacitors. Requisite to plug. Yeah. Another one. Making sacrifices I don't want to make here. Reducing my chances of escaping from Tarkov. Wires. That's going to be really uncomfortable whenever I'm in a fight and I run out of... Oh my gosh. That's not a good feeling, throwing away magazines. You're a friendly guy, right?
Ага.
Yeah, you're nice. Uh-huh. Oh, man. Tetris. I don't have anything else I can throw. Okay. Why are all the scavs coming in here with me? I'm uncomfortable. Okay. I'm extracting an Immercom. I'm out. It is too quiet in this match. Oh my gosh. There isn't a sound, not a gunshot anywhere. My 29 rounds. See, this is where I'm going to wind up getting extract camped at Intercom by PMCs. I guarantee. There's that ram. Okay. I could smell the PMCage. There's definitely going to be some here. It's you know, it is my burden to bear. Look at that. Let's see. What did I say? That was not on full auto. What does you have? Squish. Apple juice, condensed milk. Hmm. Okay. I suddenly have room, but only 4 slots. Which means I can come right over here to the... Oh. I have 2 slots. Which means I can come over here to these tents. And maybe grab something else humorous. we go. It's a UMP mag. Not going to be anything like tech-wise, trading goods-wise over here, because it's pretty much just all weapon spawns, but... Is that full of armor-piercing 366? Yes, it is. Wow. And it's practically full, you say. Well, that's not as valuable as this fuel can. But I had to check it just in case it was full of BP of the 762 variety. Armor-piercing 300 blackout. Which doesn't penetrate tier 6. Imagine I find a Linux. Yeah. Just one of these days. One of these days. It'll happen. And I will be... not sad. Blub. Just a bunch of Saluas. CMS kit down on the left. Okay. That's it. Up. Go ahead and grab. Go ahead and grab that. Is there a way out? Yes. Okay. Thought I was trapped there forever. Wait, you can hear... You notice how I'm not as high up as I was? I am walking with the rail between my legs. Ugh. Well, that's gotta suck. Like, I heard the snow crunching. So if my feet were on the ground on either side, why was I still hearing metal? Yes. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. I was the transformator. Down here, yeah. Also, get this stuff out the way so that I have room for the goods. I'm saving that VOG, though, because I will soon start using underbarrel grenade launchers. Okay. Sure, I'll put it in there. You'll quit complaining about me not putting it in there. Okay. That's it.
Ништяк, пацаны, сегодня мы кайфуем.
Uh-huh. Standing gain of 0.07. That puts me within 2 points, well, 0.02 points of where I was. So, it was a good kill on that 1 PMC at the end. Stream's audio bitrate is 0. Man, y'all just can't. Y'all feel YouTube. You feel like there's something missing. If you're not giving me an error message. Mm-hmm. Requisite butter. Okay. What? Why would you do that? Okay, yeah, go ahead and risk. Yeah, that's. But you don't even have to do that. Oh, guess what you learned it. What? Uh-huh. 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 Okay. All right. Another run on interchange, and then I'm going to sell my stuff. Dun, dun. Uh-huh. Zombies banging on something in Zomboid stresses your character out. More than if you're just looking at them. What? Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Ah, okay, finally. All right. Good. Stream's audio bitrate is 0. No, it's not! Stop lying to me. Do I have vehicle extract? Probably not. I never get vehicle extract on this map. It's never there. See what I mean? Oh, toolbox. For those metal parts. Duct tape is big, though. Ballbacks? You need that for a trade for something from mechanic. I don't remember what. I don't think it's thermals. Alright. Give me something humorous. That's not humorous. That is the marked key for the room that gave me those weapons cases that one time. On reserve. Let's see. Okay. I was afraid that might have been a PMC already. As soon as I pulled out the pistol, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a dude with like a helmet on and a visor. And this ammo isn't going to go through his visor because it's the Luger type, so. Yeah. Turns out, I got lucky. Ooh, big bulb. Requisite blue tape. Excuse me. Did I already loot this toolbox? I don't think I did. No. I don't remember what you need the nippin' pliers for. The nippin' cutters. The nutters. Okay, that's for right over there, so I'll just shamble over there in just a second and see what they know. I don't remember if flash drives are any good. I picked one up earlier and never even price checked them. Metal parts. Bolts are fine. But metal parts, spawning and filing cabinets, is a thing that I would enjoy. Nope. Already looked in there. That's the Ollie utility closet key, which never spawns anything. I have never... I could swear that's just a quest room only, because I've never seen loot spawn in that room. I'm not grabbing a motor. I don't want to deal with it. There could be a toolbox right here. Yes. Is that a drill? Yeah. Purple bulb was useless. Wrench is, I think, the only wrenches that you need you have to find in raid. Yes, obviously you're using it to turn in for the tool bag trade, but pretty much everybody's past that at this point. Oop. Big? I don't remember if Xeno's good. Huh. Interesting. You do need Xeno to start off with. Is that a 4? That only is 4. But I think you grow out of that pretty quickly. You wind up needing Shastrillo, too, which is something I never would have expected. You'd need the green tube, but here we are. I know there was shooting from that direction, right where I just was. Huh. Okay. Don't need paper. I don't know why it has the little hideout symbol on it, but you don't need paper. I refuse to believe that paper is necessary. It's never been necessary before. There's people up front. Well, that probably means Killa isn't over here. Moored and Lickley. CPU right there, don't need those. Okay. Another flash drive. Minimal PC spawns. Yeah, there's even one missing from right there. I heard running on the escalator, but I'm gonna wait. Just finish this room. Ooh, that's a big... Ooh, that's a big... Thermite is very expensive right now. I don't remember why. There's a trade for it? I believe there's a trade for it. So let me go ahead and grab these and move these down here. Conservation of space. Dude had no shame. No shame, no fear. Yep, I thought I heard an SVD. What kind of ammo do you have? Good ammo. I'll wind up regretting taking that whole gun, but... What? Okay, there's somebody somewhere. Three ammo boxes spawned in each other. Gracious. Man, there's a lot of ammo spawns. There's two of them spawning right here. PP and then what else? Well, it looked like they were two clipping into each other. That was just a weirdly formed box. I don't actually need PP ammo. I was just grabbing it to try and get it out the way of... Could have been BP or BT or... something else that's humorous. I'll say I have yet to see these cabinets spawn anything outside of labs. I don't need food and water just yet, but I will. Grab his grenades and throw these down the escalator to spook whoever it is that's down there. Yes. Who said that? What? How am I not grenading you? What? I'm trying to get him for the grenade mission, but... And of course, there's that one guy over there in the corner who won't fuck off. I think I just got screwed by the terrain constantly. Where did you go? There you are. Well, I'm out of grenades now. That's annoying. All those for nothing. Only thing I gained out of it was the fact that you get XP for your grenade throwing skill every time you fling one. Barring that, it was a total loss. This is the first time I've had to loot these 3 tech stores in reverse. And, quite a while. Okay. come over here to the sushi bar right quick and see if I can go ahead and grab food and drink for the road, because, ooh. Uh-huh. Alan Yanka. Good, I just need a drink. A quick kvass would not hurt. Nope. I saw this sitting here and passed it by. See if there's some humorousness afoot here. No, no. Ooh. That's decent. No. No. Definitely would like to start using the grenade launchers because of just that instance that I just had a second ago. Missing grenades. Due to stupid terrain and people walking away from the radius. Whereas if I could just put it directly there and it pop immediately, I won't have to worry about that. Boy, I sure am glad I turned on the power station. I don't think printed circuit boards are of any value, but I'm going to grab it anyways. I heard that slow G-way, I'm just choosing to ignore it. Okay, good. I don't remember if the HDDs are good for a single thing. I think you do have to have them, but they have to be found in RAID. Alright. Rasmussen, and then it's escaping time. No. No. T-plug. Big. Broken LCD screen. Eh. Just take a gander at that. The blub. Alright. Railway. Oh, man. Yeah, because I spawned by power station. $52 kilos. I don't want to use a stem. That's not worth it. Yes. All right. Well, I'm out of Killa's domain at least. Rather much huge. See, how is it already 4 in the afternoon? May I ask? Where did the day go? That is unnecessary. There's no reason for the day to have gone that fast. Alright. Well, crud. I wanted to stream GTA Online again today. Well, not GTA Online, but 5M again today on the open road server. Because, yes, even after the collapse of all of the RP servers that I've been on across Gmod, Redm, and 5M, I still haven't learned my lesson. I will say the fishing mod on this server is not nearly as robust as the one on the previous couple. But it's a lot more, like, just sit back and relax. Because all you have to do is just tap your hotkey for your fishing rod. Every now and again. Instead of that little mini game where, like, if you failed it, you would punch. Nope, it's basically RuneScape fishing. But yeah, if it's already, it's actually almost 5. It's 4:47. It's almost 5. So, I wanted to go and visit my parents before I did any sort of GTA streamifications. Haven't seen them yet today. What I'm saying is, I don't know if this is my last raid or not. I'm going to get over there, I'm going to get extracted, sell the stuff that I've collected, take a look at the profit, and then we'll see. Barry. Yes. Sales night is ready to be completed. Never heard of it. Killed the USEC I never took the dog tag off of. Curious. Yep, EFT now has accurate in-game RAM pricing. All right. Wow. That went there. Where's that ammo case that I had that I just got? Oh, it's so far removed from everything. No. It goes in there. Okay. Now, first, before I sell everything on the flea market, I'm going to put it all in therapist's sell inventory to see how much it would be if I just sold it raw. And then once I'm out of that, we'll look at the total for selling it to the flea market. Not tasks, not tasks. Sell. Okay, all this stuff. What's up, Evelyn? How you doing, bud? All of this stuff to therapist. Oh. Okay. 692. Get all that back out of there. Now for the sellifications. I have 12,385,000. I'm taking a picture of it. Who's going to stop me? Ha! I see. 12,385,757 rubles. Now after the sale of the capacitors, let's see. Auto select. Capacitors. I have 11 capacitors to sell. We'll go for 2,700 or 27,000. Blah. Post it. Okay. And then blubs. How much are blubs? Really? How much is it to therapists to sell these? You're better off selling it to therapists because you don't have to pay the tax. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Remind me never to pick those up again. Alright, how about the CPU fans? Good. Okay, we'll go for 60,000. How about that? That seem reasonable? Yeah, that seems reasonable. 60,000. Oof. There they all go. All right. Spark plugs. Reading chats. Theoretically. Well, that's going to sell out really fast. Yeah. Okay. Go for 37,000. Unless... 36,000. Okay. And then how about we bust some wires? 43,000. Try it again. 45,000. No, not 450,000. Okay, that'll take a minute. Would you be interested in custom gra- No, thank you. Relays. Close to 100,000. We'll go with 91,000. Not 900. Okay. Do that. Good. T-plugs. It's just but with the 40,000 action. That'll work. That'll sell. Cords. You're better off breaking them down into wires. Yeah, you're better off breaking them down into wires. Because the wires sell for like what? What was it? 40,000? Let me check. Yeah, you're better off breaking them down into wires. Hang on. I'm gonna come over here and put those cords in there real quick. We'll just pretend that never we'll pretend that never got looted. Why is it taking so long for this to load? Tarkov? Okay. And wow, I have a lot of cords that I could do that with. Okay, PSU. I don't think I ever need PSUs again, right? Like, what would I need PSUs for? Hang on. This is being upgraded. Solar power is not going to need PSUs, no, because you need the big power filters for that. Air filtering unit isn't going to take them because you got to have the power filters again, but you also got to have the mill tubes. It would be gear rack. No. Hall of Fame. No. Intel Center 3. No. I don't need PSUs anymore. If I have a single PSU, I'm selling it. Oh my goodness. All right. Damn, the price went bonkers right whenever I said that. Yeah, I don't have room for that. I'll have to bother with that later. But as for you, wow. I just gained 2 million. Okay. Gosh, that is so many listings. All right, so I'm going to list them for 100,000. I'm going to play the long game. Play the long game there. That's going to be an offer that's going to get held up for a while, but it'll be worth it. Xenomorph. 84,000. Do I ever... I don't think I need Xenomorph ever again either. Okay, that's almost at 100,000. I'll go with 92,000. Yeah. As for the bolts, put that in there for... Oof. Put it in there for 50,000. People are really scratching around. Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm never gonna sell these bolts. That guy has 70 listed for $49.99. That's impossible. I'm not gonna sell those bolts. How about the hot rods? The only reason you need hot rods is to sell the holodilniks. Now, with that being said... Ah! These sell for like $1 million. Oh, that's even bigger than that. But nobody's buying them? Okay. Bulbex cable cutters. What? Is anybody selling a Bulbex cable cutter right now? No, those aren't even getting sold, and they're sold for euros. I don't want to sell for euros. HDDs. I should have picked them up whenever I saw them. Not really, because that's for a 1x2. There were too many decent ones that I picked up. Just get that out of my inventory. All right. I'll sell the hot rods. Just get them out of my inventory. I'm not going to worry about the holodilniks. Not that big of a deal. 22,000. That was them being sold, wasn't it? No, that was the hard drive getting sold. That was the energy drinks getting sold. Thermite. 250,000. What is this required for? There is a trade for this. Ammo cases. I would have been I would have been better off selling the thermite. I would have been better off selling the thermite. I would have been better off selling the thermite. Because the thermite, 1 can of thermite is more expensive than an ammo case. And you need 2 cans of thermite to trade for an ammo case. Oh, I feel like I got scammed. All right. Doesn't matter. The utility of that ammo case is more important at this point. How about the LCD screens? What's getting sold now? Please tell me that's the PSUs. It's the bolts. Damn. All right. Check the trader, though, because I feel like LCD screens are going to be better to sell to the trader. Oh. And the Bulbex was better to sell to the trader as well. All right, take a look at the nipping pliers. Definitely got to sell that here. It's a lot more valuable here. 54,000. Okay, how about the metal cutting skizzers? Might as well sell them to the trader. Energy saving lamp. Big money. I only have one. Electrical components are useless. No, they're not. What? Why are they so expensive now? People need electrical components finally? Silicon tube is a big grab, yes. Okay, really? 18,000. Really? Well, that's sold out instantly. I don't know why you would ever try that, unless you just hate silicon tubes. Wow, somebody must be trying to, like, mess with the market. Look at that. Look how quickly the price started falling once they did that. Okay, well, I'm balancing out now. That didn't last long. Insulating tape. Duct tape. Not great. The expeditionary fuel tank. Why am I doing that? No. Stop. Gotta think about this humorously. Like that. Okay. Metal spare parts are gargantuan. It actually pains me to sell these, considering how many of these I have to have. Alan Yoinka. 30K. Good. Saline solution. Still going strong. Cricket lighter is needed for making fuel tanks. Yeah. Wow, that guy's... That's the first time I've ever seen that. Negative trading rep. Okay. Go for 30,000 for this. Circuit board. 8,000 normally. 30,000 on here. Okay. Go for 35,000. All right, and I can no longer sell anything as that filled me up on 15 million. That filled me up on all my offers that I can put up right now. I would imagine those PSUs might sit there for a minute. Who's texting me? Who summoneth the silly head? What? I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, man. They crashed really bad right whenever I looked at them. Alright, well, at least I completed sales night. Survive and extract from exchange, interchange. 7 times. Big stuff. How much more do I need to ding a level? What is this? Immercom checkpoint at ground zero. What more does a guy have to do? Bolts and screw nuts. Can I complete both of those? I sure can. I still have it dinged. Annoying? Go ahead and sell both of these. How much is Cordura? Useless. No reason to even think about listing it. I would imagine Tetrises are probably very expensive because you need them for a Bitcoin trade. Yeah, and I'm actually not going to be selling that. I'm not going to be selling the Tetris because the Bitcoin trade is pretty dank. All right, so that's it. Total profit from that. Let's take a snaz at it, shall we? I know it's been thrown off just a little bit by the fact that I just completed those 2 missions, but that's not going to equal out to much. 385, 757. Made 3,290,590 rubles. Off of that little bit. Not too shabalicious. How much can you sell flash drives for to just any old dude like Fence? Not great. All right, well, that's going to do it for me for now. I'm going to go visit my parents. I'm also going to eat something, and I'll be back in a bit to get on GTA. We'll give it another shot.